Hey y'all, good morning and welcome back to Morning Tea with Lee. Child, let's get into it. Straight away, y'all, I've already done my eyes, but I was looking at the news this morning, of course, and tariffs came up. Y'all, Temu, Shein, shipping charges. What the? Are you kidding me? $32 on single items to be shipped? No way. If someone has experienced this, y'all tap in. Let me know in the comments section. What are y'all experiencing when it comes to shopping with Temu and Shein? I haven't done a Shein haul since the top of the year, and that was right before they were considering doing tariffs. My gosh, if what I just heard is true, a 3-pack of men's underwear went from $23 to $52 because it's $32 in shipping costs. I'm sorry, Shein. I'm gonna go on over here to one of these local stores. I can't even say Walmart. Like, what the frick? And get me some local, local draws. Like, what? I can't believe this. Which I guess you can, but why would you want to pay that much money? Poor customers, poor us. This is my 9.5 from Danessa Myricks that I'm using. And then I'm going to go in with my Yummy Skin Tint next in the shade 14. But listen, I am just floored. And so what I heard is like another level of petty for China is they mentioned that the U.S. is in talks with China about these tariffs. And a Chinese authority was like, and we're not. Stop lying on our name because no. What can you possibly say? Nothing. Nothing. Not only that, then you got Canada over here saying, listen, take everything this man's saying to heart because he trying to punk us, basically. And I'm like, what? I just think that it is hilarious in a sense because it affects us so much, us, the customer, so much. If you don't find comedy in it, you just gonna sit and be mad all day. And I can't be mad about stuff that I really can't change, right? Because what am I gonna do about it? Nothing. I'll try to find better prices in different places at the end of the day. But this is a madhouse. This is crazy. But y'all drop me some comments and let me know. Are y'all still shopping on Temu? Have y'all experienced this? Because I just want to know, y'all, it's out there in the open public. We might as well discuss. And speaking of discussing stuff, how about this shade? How are we liking this skin tint? I've used it here a couple of days and I'm digging the way that it's making my skin look very natural. But let me share something. I've also been reading about tariffs on makeup and it's not looking good for the home team. I'm just gonna be honest, especially those that come from China. Lord have mercy. 80% of makeup comes from China or made in China or deal with China or associated with China in some way. So your favorite makeup brands are being touched. Poor little e.l.f. And I love me some e.l.f. but touched. There are some products that are not being touched like MAC. Now, some people, I've seen some good reviews on the new MAC. I've seen some bad reviews on the MAC. I still have the old MAC. I like my MAC. In other news, let's talk about Kim Kardashian's case. The old people that robbed her. People. Why did y'all... That's ridiculous, okay? Y'all saw something on social media and y'all felt like, okay, it was time for me to go over here and rob this girl. How y'all know she was going to be there? That's what I want to know. How did they know she was going to be there? And maybe I haven't followed the story like in depth because I don't watch Keep Up with the Kardashians. Y'all give me the tea because maybe I don't have all of the facts. I don't like judging a book by its cover without reading the whole story. But girl, the trauma that she has felt from this, per the news, and the little snippet that I saw that says she was so concerned that her sister, Courtney, was going to walk in and see her dead. Did she have a kid? She wasn't going to be worried about her kid. I'm just saying as a mom, my first concern is probably not my sister. It's probably going to be my child. I'm not that invested in the case as of yet. I will find out more information and get back with you. But however, leave me some comments and let me know. Because this left me as a cliffhanger. Just so confused. I'm so confused. So while y'all get back with me about Kim Kardashian, let's talk about Beyonce and her Cowboy Carter tour. Y'all, poor Beyonce lies because she's not poor. But listen, Beyonce, girl, we done spent all our coins on you last year. Okay, this year, take a look around. The economy is terrible. Do you guys feel the same? People are, let me not ramble through this. Let me give y'all my thoughts, okay? This is how I feel. Sometimes I feel like some of these celebrities are just truly out of touch, no matter who they are, with reality. And you can tell that what's going on don't necessarily touch them. But that's one aspect, right? I am a very commonsensical type of person. I do understand that when it comes to planning, these things take years of planning. So Beyonce and her team probably did not realize that this year was going to be like this. Therefore, when the planning went in place, hey, we plan for good things to happen. And then boom, we get a new administration and things change. So with that being said, the economy and the things have changed. I don't know how easy it may have been for her to make changes to the tour or rearrange the tour, push the tour back, whatever, such and such. I know she puts a lot into her shows. I know that there's a lot that goes into planning such big venues, because when I plan such tiny little venues at my house that are a fraction of the size, you know, I'm all like, y'all better show up because I've spent such and such. So with that being said, now it's just not a good time economically to be trying to buy $500, $600 tickets. News just reported that her ticket sales are down. Some tickets being sold $57. Yeah, because people who are out here working on pennies and nickels just trying to rub them together to get eggs. Like, girl, we trying to buy food, not entertainment. It's ridiculous, you know, but that's just my take on it. I don't have anything against Beyonce at all. I don't. I'm sure people will probably come for me because I said what I said. That's fine too. I would say the same thing about anybody that is trying to do a tour right now. Like those concerts they just had, Coachella and all these other type of things. Then I also can see that on the flip side of it, you still have to have fun. You still have to do things, and not everybody is going through something. And it's true. You know, not everybody broke. So let me just say, speaking for myself, not speaking for y'all. So don't come for me too bad. I have another question that goes along with that is, how are y'all feeling in this economy? I was talking to someone just recently about the economy and just how things are going, how they feel about everything. And I feel like a lot of people are not making decisions on much because they are afraid of this economy. Probably wouldn't even use the word afraid. They're probably just, I'm sorry, y'all. That was my NYX Buttermelt in the shade Back and Butter. And then I use my one size for my bronzer. And now I'm going in with my Huda Beauty in the shade Cinnamon Bun. But what I was saying before, I wanted to let you know what makeup products I was putting on. Some of the reasons why they have just been basically on pause. When it comes to making decisions, it's easier said than done for some people than others. And I just want to know, how are you being affected? Is what's going on in the economy actually affecting you and your line of work? Is it affecting you, your business, whatever you're doing? Because sometimes we don't look over into our neighbor's yard and pay attention to actually what's going on. I think we need to get back to that. I do think when our parents were growing up, they did look next door to at least check on the neighbors just to see how things were going. And if it wasn't going good, they were trying to do something or say something like, how can I help? I don't think we do that a lot these days. It's more like, oh, you going through that? I didn't know that was you, instead of finding out. And it could be people you talk to on a daily basis that don't know what you're going through. So from that, I would say check on your strong friends, because sometimes your strong friends don't have it all together. I like the saying that one of my people at work always say, make it a great day, even if not for yourself or someone else, because you never know what someone else is going through. I love that saying because it's true. So yeah, and I use my Sephora Microsmooth, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm just talking and going on in the shade Toffee. Please. What do y'all think about the makeup? How are we looking? And I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fix It. This is some good setting spray. Not if you don't spray it directly in your eyeballs. You know how some days you just have like a low-key makeup day, and some days you just like, I want my makeup to be popping. This is one of those low-key makeup days for me. So let me drop my clothes on. Be right back. All right, y'all. So while I get my hair together, the other day I started talking about Shannon Sharpe. And I really did. I had an opinion because I was just like, why are you messing with 19-year-olds? But after doing a little bit more research, like I said, I need to do, they were in a relationship. Of course, it probably was a relationship that was not appropriate, because it seems as if he's 56 or 50 something and she was 19 at the time. Still too old. But what I'm gonna say is that doesn't seem like it was a relationship. It seemed like it was just sex. I'm just gonna be honest. It is his prerogative. What he decides he wants to do with his life is his life. But you have to be smart about what you do. And apparently he just wasn't too smart in his choices and his decision. And then she is young, 19 years old. All she wanted is some money, and she sees fame, and she sees this guy can give it to her. So as you get older, as you become an older man, you're supposed to mature. And I don't see the maturity in that decision. I'm always an advocate of it's three sides to a story. His side, her side, the truth. And I do feel like we will never get the wholehearted truth because we were never in the room. The lawyer that's prosecuting it, child, it seems like his track record is going for, hold on, that's my alarm. And the lawyer who she has gotten, it just seems like he's a famous lawyer that is good for getting, you know, basically black men accused of whatever crime they're being committed of, because it was what, Deshaun Watson, and then of course the charges for P. Diddy. So I hate to say it, Shannon Sharpe, you probably have gotten yourself into something that's bigger than what you can bite off. Y'all drop your opinions though. Y'all let me know, because again, this is that celebrity's life that I'm not trying to live for him. I'm gonna keep him in my prayers like I keep everybody else in my prayers, honey. I'm gonna get on up out of here and go and make my little bit of dollars, because his dollars are way bigger than mine, so he can handle all of his problems. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see y'all on Sunday. Bye.